Hey everyone, and welcome to ThoughtSmith US History. I am Mr. Smith, and I will be your guide for today. So today we are going to be going over what we're going to be doing with the channel, and if you're new to this or this is the first time you're seeing me, well, that's because this is the first time I am doing this. I am creating a YouTube channel for my students to follow along with, as well as just trying to provide some quality educational content for other history teachers or just people that like watching history. So, moving forward with this platform, it'll be a very limited series. Hopefully, with this whole global situation going on, I won't have to do it for too long. If I like it, maybe I'll continue. But as of right now, this is what we're going to be doing. Okay, so today I'm going to be taking you through what this online course is going to look like. Basically anything you're going to be doing with it, and a few of the assignments that are coming up and how frequently. So I'm going to start with the first part of this, which is you need to have access to the Google Classroom. All my students do. Obviously, if you're watching at home, you're not going to have access to my Google Classroom, but that doesn't mean you won't be able to participate. All that really means is that you're going to have to look in the description for any of the resources that we're using. So I'll go ahead and link those resources every time I post a video. You'll have access to the slides. It could be useful for educators. It could be useful for just people that are interested in U.S. history or learning more about the country and kind of how it's developed over time. So without further ado, we're going to jump into it. So as you notice, my social studies second hour class. Every single class of mine, second, third, sixth, and seventh will have the same stream. So here's just a quick update. I want you to all go ahead and stop working on those underground newspapers. I am suspending it indefinitely. I don't want you working on them because I can't be there to help you out, and I can't really grade them from here. So please stop working on them. We are going to move forward with something else. So you were sent out a long list of very verbose Mr. Smith's ideas, and I'm going to break those down for you specifically because I need you to understand kind of what the structure is going to be and the layout of your assignments. So first and foremost, we're going to use Google Classroom as our meeting place. I'm going to release 2 weekly units, and they'll dive into topics that we have already covered. So the first two, as you may have noticed, I've had a few students emailing me, are women's movement and westward expansion. So each one of these units will consist of 2 readings, 1 extra resource, and a paragraph writing response. They'll be released every Tuesday and Thursday. In addition to this, I'm going to post the weekend wrap on Friday and open it up to discussion on the Google Classroom as an assignment. You can comment your takeaways, and I'll comment back to you and kind of just go back and forth if you're looking for some interaction. We also are going to be using a website called CommonLit. CommonLit is a great resource for any educator and also students if you want to understand more about the primary source or secondary sources. So again, primary source, we're talking about something from the time period written by the person or somebody who was a contemporary of that person or somebody that lived in that experience or with that person. A secondary source is about that person, but not a contemporary. Okay, and those are basic definitions. You could argue about them, but that's what we're going to be using for our running definition of primary versus secondary. So you'll have 2 readings. They'll mostly come from CommonLit. You will be able to find them on Google Classroom. I'm going to get to that in just a second. Pay special attention to any of the instructions that I give you on Classroom to read in each article. So that's going to be on guided reading, which means you'll be completing questions as you go through. You'll see how that works as soon as you open it up. I'll take you through one of them really quick so you can see what it looks like. In addition, if you're watching this, you'll see YouTube videos posted. I'll be explaining some things to you and basically, yeah, just hanging out here with you. So what I want to stress is that the lectures on here are just going to give you context to provide a better jumping off point. And this is where educators might find a lot of value in this. In addition to that, I'm going to be holding office hours from on Wednesdays from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. and Fridays by appointment. I'll link the Google Classroom or the Google Meets code inside Classroom on Wednesdays around 12:20, so you can log in, get signed in, and hopefully meet up with me, discuss any questions you may have, or just say, "Hi, Mr. Smith, haven't seen you in a while. I miss you, but I miss Fortnite more, so I'm really happy to not be at school right now because I know where it's at." Okay, so I'm going to take you through very quickly our actual work that we're going to be doing. So you're going to see over here that we have different topics. Now, we're going to scroll down and they'll be organized by the unit. So we have 2 units for this week. The first one is the women's movement. The second one is westward expansion. Now, we're going to start with women's movement. That will open up tomorrow. So that will be probably today when you're watching this. So we're going to start with women's movement. Now, you're going to have a few different things. So you have 2 different texts. So one will be common lit. So you're going to click on that. It'll open you up to a link. You're going to click on that link. Now, I'm not going to actually click on the link because that will show you all of my students' names. I don't want that, okay? So you're going to click on it. It might have you log in, use your school login, use personal login, but probably your school login, okay? It should already be pretty much set up for you because it's linked right through Google Classroom. So as long as you're logged into your Google account through the school, it should sign you right in. Okay, so this will be your first reading. As you can see, I post instructions right in here. So as you read, consider what drove Malala to overcome tremendous adversity and how her actions echo the achievements that women's rights advocates started in the 19th century. In addition to that, you'll have another text. So I'll link it, follow the link to read a short introduction to what the Seneca Falls Convention was, who took part in it, what the goals were, and how it shaped the beginning of the women's rights movement. So I'll give you a link, read through that, and then you're going to craft your paragraph. So you just click on it, you click view the question, show you the question, you respond 6 to 8 sentences. Very simple. Over here, you'll have other ones. So you might have longer explanations. So you'll see that I have an actual link up here, and then I have a bunch of other information. Make sure you always read all of this, okay? Other than that, contained in each of these will be the YouTube link for the day, so you can come and watch those lectures. Take you over to the channel. So we have this channel right here. You can find me at ThoughtSmith, right? Because ThoughtSmith, why not? Anyways, we have all the YouTube videos are going to be posted here. I will link you to them. You can follow, subscribe, whatever you need to do to stay up to date with the videos. Again, they're just going to be lecture slides. I have some lectures here. I'll be taking you through this in just a moment, so hang on to that. At any rate, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope that you find some enjoyment and some knowledge from this. I hope that it helps out, and stay healthy, stay happy. I'll see you soon, hopefully. All right, see you next time. Mr. Smith out.